I keep seeing this claim. Putin just revealed the Tartarian files, secret archives, lost tech, a hidden empire erased from history. So I pulled receipts, real ones. First, Russia's archives aren't a monolith behind a villain's red button. They're a web, Garf, Argata, Argaia, regional stacks, St. Petersburg, Kazan. Over the past decade, Russia's been digitizing tons of material, maps, cadastral books, census rolls, engineering plans, some published through portals, some only in reading rooms. There are actual decrees about declassifying imperial-era documents, military correspondence up to the early 1900s, cartography from the Great Trig Survey city plans after the 1860s reforms. You can find 18th, 19th century atlases labeled Tartaria on Western maps, because that's what European cartographers called a huge, vague region across Central and Northern Asia, not a unified state, just a catch-all. That's receipt number 1. The word is on maps. It's geography shorthand, not paperwork of a lost superpower. Receipt number 2, city blueprints. Those jaw-dropping impossible buildings in St. Petersburg, the plans exist. Load-bearing brick, granite facades, steam-powered pile drivers, a labor force you can trace through contractor ledgers. The mud flood entrances, street levels changed after drainage embankments, tram lines. The permits and invoices are in municipal books. Boring, but real. Receipt number 3, energy mysteries, the ornate spires and antennas, lightning rods, ventilation stacks, telegraph fixtures, electrical codes from the late 1800s describe them in painful detail. So what did Putin reveal? Here's the reveal. Nothing like a Tartarian tech dump, mostly through ongoing digitization, tax rolls listing masons by name, telegraph tariffs, procurement for cast iron columns, surveys noting permafrost depths, files that explain how fast a capital can rise. When you have imperial budgets, conscripted labor, canal logistics, European engineers hired by the crown. Why does the myth feel so compelling? Because the architecture looks older than the timeline in our heads. Because maps use Tartary as a blanket label long after local polities change. Because photos show half-buried doors and we assume catastrophe, not infrastructure work. Here's the part everyone misses. Real secrets do live in archives, but they're usually small. A marginal note that changes a date. A receipt that proves who built what. Big narratives rarely hinge on one dramatic unlock. They accrete piece by piece, ledger by ledger. If you want to dig, you can. Start with digitized Russian cartography, municipal building registries, 19th century engineering journals. Follow PDFs, not vibes. Compare editions, not memes. And when someone says it was finally revealed, ask, revealed where? Filed under what? And can I read it? Because for all the romance of hidden empires, the paper trail is still the best plot twist.